Yo, welcome to another edition of the Speaker Geekers podcast. I'm your host, Steve, and today we got my brothers with me, my shotgun, my backseat rider, Tommy T and G. And on today's episode, I am so excited today. Y'all can probably tell by my energy right now.
Yes, sir.
Because we told y'all we was bringing back the interviews, and we know how much y'all love the interviews. And not only are we bringing back the interviews, we coming out with a A-bomb. We coming out with a punch. If y'all watched the UFC last night, we coming out like Francis Ngannou with that right hand. I think it was a left hand to Stipe. I like Stipe, but we coming out hard because we got our player partner, Road Dog, someone I go way back, me and G. And man, this guy's doing some incredible stuff right now. And we so happy to have him on the show. His name is Tyke T. So y'all welcome Tyke T to the show. I'm calling him Tyke Bomb because this is a Tyke Bomb today. You know what I'm saying? That's how we coming. Tyke Bomb, Tyke T. You know what I'm saying? Hey. If we had some flake bomb, that'd be so crazy.
Man.
So today we got a stellar interview for y'all today with Tyke T, as well as, you know what I'm saying, y'all favorites. What's in your speaker with G, and we bring y'all the weekly news with Tommy T. So without further ado, please, if y'all catching us on YouTube, there's a little bell there. It's a bell. You can see it. It's like kind of like somewhere over there in the corner. Just tap it with your mouse. Just
the bell.
It's that easy. That way you can see what all we got going on the official Speaker Geekers podcast page.
Yes, sir.
As well as if you checking us out on your favorite podcast platform, please subscribe so you can catch everything that we got coming. And without further ado, man, please comment, listen, subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy. So let's hop in here, man. What's up? How y'all doing, man?
What's happening?
Man,
I'm excited.
Here, man.
I'm excited.
Blessings, man. We alive. I mean, we hit every day. I don't take that for granted at all no more, dog. So it's good to be here, G. Real talk.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely, man. Definitely blessings to definitely a time not to be taken for granted. I know we kind of on the backside of the whole Corona thing, but still, you know.
Are we though?
We don't know that you know.
Well, I don't know. I'm saying it's kind of the backside.
We making progress.
Like, we making strides, but
we got something at least, you know.
Yeah.
So
my Instagram say it's over though, bro. Like real talk. My Instagram is like it's done. They popping now. It's over. So like I don't know where we at, but I'm gonna tell you what my Instagram say. The Rona over.
It will run over.
Just about. Yeah. Mine say the same thing. Absolutely. Yo, Tommy T.
Yo.
What you got in news for me, brother?
Man, this week has been a wonderful week for the news. The first thing I want to start off with, man, is Derek Chauvin's murder trial. Derek Chauvin is the police officer that killed George Floyd by strangling him to death. Allegedly, we got to say that because they on trial it starts Monday. So by the time this podcast come out, we would have already been in the first day of the jury, the opening statements. I just wanted to hear what you guys got to say. Like, what's your opinion about this trial? What do you want to see as an outcome for this trial? Because it's huge. It's huge, man.
First of all, allegedly, we not gonna use that because so like we know, nigga, it was you. It wasn't something that we heard about from down the street that some nigga played the telephone game and I heard a different version of the story. No, nigga, we saw it. We got pictures, we got live evidence.
Right.
So yeah, I just would like for once in fucking history for people to be able to say, this is wrong. You're going to be getting some appropriate consequences for what you did.
Yeah,
I'll be 100% with y'all. Like I still haven't been able to make it all the way through that video. I might be the last black person on the earth that hasn't, but it's like, it's so much trauma looking at it because I'm like, oh, like you're not finna pull your knee up off this nigga neck at all. Like this is terrible. Like this is like some of the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. So like, and just to echo what G said, like, can we get some goddamn justice, G? Like not some play around justice. Like, You on live video, bro. Like, what more? What more do you have to do at this point? Like, I said this in one of my raps a while back. Well, it was for like the MLK thing. And it was like, when you grow up, if you a kid and your skin look like mine, you already guilty. And it's like every single couple of years, something's going to happen where you get reminded that my skin I got 4 strikes against me just when I walk outside. It's like, nigga, I'm fighting the Rona, I'm fighting allergies, and I'm fighting the fact that just because I'm here and I'm black, it's a goddamn problem. And it's disgusting. And so I haven't been able to make it through it because I'm like, bro, this is, and like, I don't need just I don't need to be pacified. Like, I don't need it when it was cool last year to like when the riots were happening. Like, it was real cool. It was the cool thing to do. You know, companies coming out and they like, yeah, man, we stand with y'all and we gonna go black on Tuesday. They ain't doing none of that shit no more because it ain't cool no more. Like, it was a bottom line thing. They had to put their money where their mouth was. So they was like doing that last year. But now what have you heard? Like, it's like this done went away. And then something's gonna happen again and they're gonna be real like, we got y'all. We Black Lives Matter again. So just come through. Like, stop playing. Y'all saw what he did. Put this nigga in jail or whatever the fuck he had. Like, stop playing. Like, it just get old, you know, basically.
And it ain't no more that I can say. I agree. I completely agree.
Right.
With both G and Tyke. I'm with Tyke all the way. Like, don't give us the cool stuff. I don't want that. Like, when I worked for BMI, after I had left to pursue real estate full time, I did see them do the whole black. I think it was a Black Tuesday. I think that's what it was. And they were also supposed to be giving money towards a lot of Black-owned business and organizations to help with justice reform. But then there was an article coming out of how racist they have been towards their employees. So I don't want all right, we doing this so that hey, we, you know, the essential, hey, we got black friends type of deal. I don't want that. I want, give me the genuine, hey, that's wrong, period. I can't, you know what I'm saying? And then especially what G said, like, for once, have some nuts and give us some justice, period. You know what I'm saying? That's just it, especially for his family and him.
Yeah. Man,
go ahead, man.
No, I was gonna say, man, like, what you got, like, from the beginning, I was always like, this man killed this dude. Like, that's the simplest thing. It's no A, B, C, D. It's a A closed case to me. We got video, we got a dead body, and more video. You know, like, it just doesn't make sense. So, you know, it's sad that as Black people, we have to think, oh, we got 3-4 strikes against us. You know what I'm saying? That's the saddest thing about it. It's like, we have to think that way when we walk out the door. But what's even more sad is that even though we got those strikes against us, there's still a possibility. Like, we're sitting here, 4 Black men, we know that there's a possibility. Even from what we saw, we know that there's a chance that this man could just walk free.
It's sick. Like, your status can't alleviate you from the racism in the world.
Right.
Like, I put a post up a while ago. It's like, Black people, make sure y'all get y'all tags renewed right now. Why? Because I'm a nigga that don't like getting my tags renewed. I think that's bullshit. I don't want to give you $120 some odd more dollars. Fuck y'all. That's how I feel. But my wife like, hey, stop playing with that, because you don't need to give these folk no reason to pull you over. Because that can turn into, well, shit, he made me feel some type of way and he shot my ass. And that's the end of it. And I think one of y'all said it, I forget, but the family, like, we got to remember, these people are still dealing with the fact that that person is no longer here. Right, like, we don't move on. We still got it in our head. But like, can you? My grandmama and my auntie died like 2 years ago, back to back. It was like my grandma died and then my auntie died. That shit, I ain't over that shit. Like, you don't get over it because like, these people I love. So imagine that, and that's amongst me and my family in Smyrna. You know, imagine if I had to live that on a global stage.
Man.
And then you saw somebody do it and then they still might not get justice. Come on, man. That's tough.
That's the toughest thing about this whole thing. Greg, what was you going to say?
Man, I lost my thought, man. it probably was just gonna go along the lines of what's already been being said and reiterated. It's just like you don't. It's damn. When I said earlier that like Tyke asked me like, how's Houston treating you? And I was like, oh yeah, the city is cool, but like my job is some bullshit. Like it's been that this whole year. Like moving from a place that's predominantly black, Memphis, and then coming to Houston, where I live in a suburb of Houston, where it's mostly white folks all the time is who I see. And the way that they approach having interactions at all with me is just real fucked up. And this past week I had an incident where it was just like the last straw, pretty much, where it was just like, all right, bro, y'all been fucking with me all year. I'm finna get y'all niggas. And so that's what's basically going on right now. Here is, I think I set up a meeting for this upcoming Thursday to talk to some people because this lady was just trying me. And at some point I realized, I could just like write all this shit down and then just call a meeting and just like embarrass this lady, just like for the fun of it. Cause I like that shit. Like I like to embarrass people in front of their face and shit. Like have people, cause I like to see what people look like, and shit. Like when they realize, damn, I fucked up and I shouldn't have tried this nigga. But like, it's fun as hell to do that. So like I gathered all my little materials. I made myself a little sheet and I called it Vince Staples at such and such elementary school, because Vince Staples got a song where like on the chorus, he just like, I'm not the one. I'm not the one. And so like, I'm gonna pass that shit out to everybody in the meeting. I'm gonna go through it progressively and all that shit. Cause it's like, bro, I'm just tired of it. And then it's, as far as like George Floyd is associated with this, it's like, bro, this shit is going on a global scale. We can see it on TV every day. And for me to have to come to work and deal with this shit personally at work in the midst of all this shit going on outside of these motherfucking doors is just very insensitive and just infuriating. So it's hard. I can agree with you, Tyke, because you're not the last nigga that ain't watched it. Like I haven't watched the video. I've seen like the pictures a million times because the pictures come up on like whenever you see an article written about it, they'll have the picture of him kneeling on his neck and shit. But like, no, I didn't watch the video because I was like, bro, I don't need to see that shit. Like, I done seen a million of these motherfuckers.
I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't. Like, I just couldn't get through it because it's like, you know, as black men, you know, a lot of times we hold in our emotions. We don't have conversations, and that's deeper. We ain't got to go into that. But like, you know, I have more opportunities now when my niggas is like, it's different. Like, man, I love y'all niggas, be safe. Like, we need to have these type of talks. We need to let y'all know, because I don't know, this might be the last time I see y'all. But like, that struck up some type of emotion in me that I had never even felt before. I'm like, damn, like, I don't know this person, but it made me feel some type of way seeing like the first couple of meetings, because he was asking for his mama, and I couldn't deal with it after that. I had to turn it off because I saw that part and I was like, because I know that's probably where I'd be too. Like, that's the person on the earth that you probably like have maybe one of the biggest relationships with, and you're starting to see your life like flash before your eyes. So it's like, mama, help me, because you like I had to turn it off after that. Like I couldn't deal.
That's fucking traumatizing, bro. That's fucking traumatizing for somebody to be calling out for their mom. I remember watching this show called Boardwalk Empire, and it was a guy who used to be in the military, and he was saying that there was a guy that they strung up on a fence or something like that. He got caught in some barbed wire. And he said after a few days, the man just started calling for his mom. Like that was the last thing he did before he died, because he couldn't get free and nobody was going to help his ass. Right. So it was just like, somebody save me. The person who I trust the most, please come and save me. That kind of thing. So yeah, that's traumatizing. Definitely.
Man, that was great. That was awesome. We hope we get justice for George Floyd. I'm going to kind of piggyback off of this global scale and kind of play with the fact that it's 4 black men on the podcast today. I want to get y'all thoughts on this Derrick Jackson thing. we like I'm gonna give you the background. Me and my wife, on the August Love Story podcast.
I love you, baby. Just if you listen to this podcast, Amber, I love you forever, my queen.
Oh man. This guy, Derrick Jackson, we're gonna talk about this on on the August Love Story podcast more in depth. But I just wanted to get an opinion from a black male perspective other than myself. What do y'all think about the whole everything that has gone on? This man was a relationship I'm gonna just say coach. You know what I'm saying? A relationship coach. He wasn't a therapist or anything. He's just going off of his personal experiences and thoughts, right? Mm-hmm. Gets caught cheating, or doesn't get caught cheating, but somehow it comes out that he had cheated in the past. Then does a YouTube video with his wife to say, yeah, I was cheating, and stuff like this. And he also did a review video of the video that he did with his wife. Like, that was crazy. What are y'all thoughts on that, man? Because I have a lot, but I'm gonna keep it to a little, man.
Silence. Yeah, that one's rough. Looking at it, I haven't looked at the whole thing. I just looked at the clip, and then me and my wife actually looked at something because we was like, because the clip, she doesn't say anything. Yeah. But then I looked at the whole clip, and like, all right, she does say some stuff, and I didn't know who it was until I saw that.
Didn't have the slightest idea who dude was.
Yeah, at all. Like, and the fact that, for one, I'm married. Tommy T's married. Tyke is married. G is on his way very, very soon. And you look at that and you just kind of like, bruh, like, of all the things, like, as far as coming out and owning it, I'm fine with. Mm-hmm. But, to play that whole facade for so long, it just it's embarrassing. Yeah. Like, and I don't know how she feels. We're not quite sure yet. We seen the videos, that she said that she left and then she came back or whatever. That's their business. But kind of just looking at it, I don't know. On some points, I'm looking at it, I'm like, dude is referring to himself in the third person.
Right. Like, he doesn't know.
Yeah, he's still trying to sell a book. And then I think the mistress has come out with her own thing, talking about it. It's just a mess. And I wants to be far away from it as possible. Now, the jokes from social media is hey, social media strikes again.
Hilarious.
But as far as the whole situation, like, man, it's tough.
Rough. It's tough.
Yeah.
This shit tough. Like, honestly, I've seen them posts from Derrick Jackson. They'll come through my timeline. Somebody will share him. So I actually knew who he was. Mm-hmm. I think a couple of things. It's one of them nuanced situations. And, we ain't good with like two things being true at the same time. That just ain't the way that our world is built no more. You kind of either on the left or the right. Mm-hmm. This nigga, fuck nigga. Okay, get it. But I also think it became whack when people just start being like, I told you, all niggas ain't shit. Like, that ain't good either. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't a great thing. So it's like, yeah, he has some fuck niggas and shit in him. And I think everybody got a taint of fuck nigga in them. But like, I'm not celebrating the fact that another man went down based off a stereotype that they think that all black men are. It's cheating ass niggas who ain't shit. Like, that ain't successful. The third person shit was just weird to me. Like, because then to me it became something where I think he need help, honestly, because like to the global, like you just said, Tommy T, like, these people are playing these things out in front of 1 million people. Like, bro, I get embarrassed sometimes if I'm doing it in front of like my grandmama and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, my grandmama want me to come perform at like Juneteenth down there. I don't really want to do it because this person done saw me like a little baby. Like, so that's embarrassment or whatever, right? I'm gonna do it because it's my grandma. I ain't got no choice. But think about playing out something really, really big in front of 1 million people. Right. Like, I don't know what that would feel like because I know when I'm in front of like 17,000 at the Forum, or when I had to do other performances in front of bigger stages, it's like, man, I make sure I rehearse so hard because if I mess up this word, I ain't just messing up for 2 people. I'm messing up for thousands. I can't imagine living this out in front of everybody. Right. So it's just like real complex on how I feel about it. Like, yeah, the nigga ain't shit, but yeah, I mean, that ain't nothing to celebrate. Like, people, niggas, and I feel like that's starting to be like some hate from folk though. Like, like maybe their wife just continue. Maybe you should be more like Derrick. So if you hear that, then you see him be trash, you're going to celebrate that. But I don't think nobody won out of this situation. I thought the video with her coming out was crazy when she talking about this is the shield of Jesus and this and that. Like, don't bring Jesus to this, girl. Like, it's fine. Like, but I hear what you're saying, girl. Like, I get you, but like, they didn't have to be all of that either. I just think it's a weird situation because now she's going to have to deal with those issues that she's going to have to deal with because we're all human. And people who say social media don't affect them, they lying, bro. Like, if somebody say something about you, you might move on, but you gonna feel that. So imagine 1 million people done said, girl, go get your hair done. And black women in hair is something that traditionally has always had a stigma to it. Mm-hmm. So now she got to worry about that forever. It's just a weird situation, man. It's weird.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree because, you know, and that I wasn't even thinking about that part because the whole situation is just like I wanted far away from it after all of it. I was like, this is just kind of uncomfortable to watch play out. Right. Because we start picking apart what's going on. Yeah. Like everybody's looking at like her body language. But the fact that Ty brought up, like we're watching another black man pretty much burn. And then we got, you know what I'm saying, look at ourselves and like, crap, I ain't like that. So why everybody think that we're like that off of one person's thing, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gray, you got anything?
No, man. I think y'all did a good job of summing that up. I think one, I've seen his videos come up on my timeline and stuff before. I don't really watch them because I'm not really into that thing.
Yeah.
But I know what the content is about. Mm-hmm. So I'm familiar with the content, and then also with the video coming out about like him cheating and stuff. So I can kind of surmise what's going on with people celebrating, like Tyke said, that this man went down after preaching all this high stuff, and then like he actually was here, that kind of thing. Which I just always feel like if you know that ain't you, then don't do it, my nigga. It's just like rapping about shit that you don't really live. It's like just don't do it, bro. Because when it's time for somebody to pull your card, it's gonna be exposed.
Yeah.
So just don't do it. Like don't draw the extra attention to yourself. That's pretty much my only feelings on it. It's just like, dude, you set yourself up because you knew this shit and you thought you was gonna be able to weather the storm, and you continuing to try to weather the storm. You flailing out here and niggas is watching it, and it's embarrassing, bro. Like why you want to be seen in that light? Well, that's pretty much all I got on the Derrick Jackson situation.
Man, it's. I appreciate you guys' point of view, and we all pretty much have the same like thoughts about it. Like it's rough. We don't want to see this too happen to anybody, let alone a black couple. I hated it. Like I just watched the interview, like watched everything this morning, because I was like, man, I'm not gonna watch this, but having a relationship podcast, it only makes sense for us to talk about it. So I finally watched it, and I've seen all the things that people have said about his wife. I felt so bad for her because not only has she been cheated on, you know what I'm saying? Right. We have a covenant and she's been cheated on. Now she has to go through this, like you said, Tyke, with so many people with an opinion about it, about her, talking about her hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like mostly at
general appearance.
Right. Yeah. I'm generally just mostly looking at her, because he messed up. And at some point he should have stopped making his relationship videos and pivoted. He could have talked about working out. He could have talked about something. He needed to pivot because you're hypocritical at this point. You know what I'm saying? You telling people not to date a type of guy. I guess that's what his video is about. But then you out here being that type of guy, you telling people not to date. So at some point you should have pivoted. But then what makes it a joke is that you come back and do a reaction video of the video. Like, I was like, this is too much. I get making the video of sitting down with your wife after y'all have talked, and making that video and coming out and saying, hey, I cheated, boom, boom, boom. I appreciate you guys for watching me. I appreciate the people that's not watching me anymore. I get that video. Then this reaction video, you're just doing this just to make some money. I think he promoted a book through that or something like that. That was just too much. So I wish him the best. I wish that couple the best. I hope whatever it is that they get through, I hope they can get through and get past this because like everything else, this will pass too. So, but it's definitely something to talk about. And a lot of people have been talking about it. So the next thing I want to get into, man, I want to give a celebration to Issa Rae. Issa Rae is out here doing her thing. She's like, Issa Rae is like Cardi B to me. Like they're not the same person, but I'm so proud of Cardi B as much as I am proud of Issa Rae. Issa Rae inked a 5-year deal with Warner Media. So pretty much, Issa Rae is able to create projects like shows and everything through HBO Max, Warner Brothers Television. Because of she worked with HBO with Insecure and everything like that. And she has her media company Hooray, currently. So for 5 years, she'll be on those companies creating and producing shows and probably movies too. So I just wanted to give her congratulations. What are y'all thoughts on that wonderful news for to end? And actually, it's Women's Month. So that's even more amazing that it happened now. So I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on that whole celebration thing.
Oh, man. Just congratulations. I think it's at about, 40 million?
Yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations. That's just it. Yeah. Ain't much more to say.
Issa Rae, man.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Good work.
That's all you can say. And like, she's so inspirational because like, I don't know if y'all watched her videos, but I did at the beginning, the awkward black girl jumps on YouTube. So
my wife put me on those.
I literally watched her go from like that to where she at now. And it's like unstoppable. It's motivational. It's like anything can be done, no matter who gonna tell you when, how. Nothing cannot be done on this earth. You put the work in. She built her own platform, and then she turned that into Insecure, and now look at her. Like it's crazy. But man, she had like that movie, that dating movie, Photograph on Netflix, and she doing everything. She unstoppable. So just motivational. That's what I take from it. Congratulations, girl. Put me on, girl. Like stop playing. Like
absolutely.
Podcast from somehow. Like give me a role, girl. I'll just be the waiter in the back. Right. I don't care. I ain't hard to please. Let's go.
I just want to be Insecure with that fire-ass soundtrack.
Man. Bruh.
You and me both. That is like one of the hardest tickets to get in because she actually breaks artists from that show. Mm-hmm. And so like, and music supervisors Kier, and I've been stalking that man probably like 5 years now, and it might not happen in whatever we on to the next, but like everybody trying to get on that show because it's difficult because it can really launch your career to the next level that you're trying to get to by being in that show. So
social relevance, man.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Last thing I'm gonna bring up, man, it's funny to me. Fujiano threatens Trey Songz over Rennie Rucci Instagram photo. So
is that nigga locked up? Or no?
Yeah,
he locked up for real.
Yeah, he got arrested.
I seen this video, Free Foo, the other day, and I was like, "Is this nigga not locked up?"
No, he is. He is.
Baby, y'all gotta explain this to me. What's going on? I know Trey Songz, but who is Fujiano?
Fujiano is a rapper signed with Gucci, the new 1017.
Okay, and Pooh Shiesty and all of them.
Yeah,
okay.
And in my opinion, Fujiano and Pooh Shiesty are the two best ones that they have. Recently, Fujiano had got into some trouble, violated his probation, went on a run, and I think like a week or two ago, they arrested him, and he's in jail now currently. But in the meantime, his girlfriend or girl that he's dating is Rennie Rucci. I have no clue who this girl is. No clue. Never heard of her. I feel like I should have heard of her or something, but no clue who she.
You good?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But apparently Trey Songz had posted on his Instagram a picture of her basically shooting his shot. You know what I'm saying? Fujiano gets wind of it, and he said he's gonna slap the shit out of Trey Songz when he gets out.
Yo, Trey just been messing up. Man, he's spinning girls' mouths and.
Bruh, did you see that shit?
Goodness gracious.
No.
He just too much. I don't know.
He's spitting in girls' mouths?
He's spitting in a girl's mouth, bruh. Like two girls.
It was two girls, and there was this clip, and he like spit in their mouths, and
they was just with it.
This is nasty.
Didn't Trey get like arrested for like a football game or something too? Like
yes.
What happened?
He gotta chill out.
Yeah, he got into a fight at a football game or something like that.
Damn.
There's a lot going on with that nigga.
Yeah, Trey. Yeah. Goodness gracious.
All you gotta do is just sit down, bro. It's just that easy. Just sit down, bro. Like we be saying about Bow Wow. Like, nigga, just sit down.
Just let it go. Like, bro, like, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. You're absolutely good, man. So
the crazy thing is he ain't as weird as Bow Wow. Bow Wow just
Bow Wow
stuff.
is
I don't know, bro.
I hate it for Bow Wow though, man.
Yeah,
he's trying to get there. Yeah,
he on his way.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, Bow Wow finna be the WWF champion, bro. He ain't playing with him, The Rock, Stone Cold, and then Bow Wow above all of them.
Him and Soulja Boy finna be tag team champions.
New Hardy Boy.
Right.
Oh man,
that's too funny, man. I lied, man. That wasn't the last thing. LaMarcus Aldridge going to the Nets, man. They sitting over here gonna put it like they playing NBA 2K21, bro, where you can just trade everybody to the same team and we go win championships for years. I did that shit freshman year with my partner Lance. Shout out to Lance. We sat up here and created us and put each other on the same team and dominated for years. So Brooklyn Nets out here. I watched the clip with Stephen A. He was talking about LaMarcus Aldridge going to the Nets, and he was like, "Where's the competition? Like y'all are eliminating competition, and I'm seeing it now. Like when LeBron went to Miami." I thought that was a good move. You know, they had a big three. They're able to come together and play. But Brooklyn has Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, what's my man, the beard? James Harden.
Blake Griffin.
Mm-hmm. Now LaMarcus Aldridge and DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you got your bench players that hadn't made a name for themselves, but they not sorry either.
Ain't no scrubs.
Yeah. So they could go to another team and start. So I have to say, man, it's coming out the East, man. It's gonna be hard to beat Brooklyn. I have to say that, but that's what the biggest trade to me has happened since the NBA trade deadline has ended this past week. What's your thoughts, man?
Man, look, I'm a Heat fan, so everybody can leave us alone, man. And Slick could go back to the Celtics when you had Kevin Durant, Paul. I mean, Paul Pierce,
Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett,
KG,
Ray Allen,
and Ray Allen.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and then and then you had some other stuff where Gary Payne was eventually a Laker.
Yeah.
And then you had the super teams, and all of that, and
they had a super team
even they were
lost.
even on there was a lot of flack for Golden State, but the difference between I don't count Golden State
at all
because the difference between that is they grabbed all them out of the draft and they built that team up,
right?
And then they got Kevin Durant.
Yep.
They didn't do this where they. You know what I'm saying? Traded everyone there. So
the agent they went to the shit. Like they actually homegrown built their talent. It was like, we probably ain't finna be LeBron again. Let's go, KD. Yeah. And I don't blame him for it. Fuck that shit. Like,
Get your championship.
I ain't never understood why niggas mad about that shit. Like for real. If all of us, we black men, we got degrees, this, and this. Whatever you making right now, we just want to chip. If the next company was like, bro, I'm gonna pay you more money and you get to be around more talent. You want to come over to this company? Probably, nigga. Like, why wouldn't I? Like, so I never understood why people were upset. Because if you put it in your same context, you're more than likely gonna go to the other company. You get a bonus upgrade, and you working with more talented people. So that means you probably ain't got to necessarily do all the work again. And why wouldn't you think about doing it? So I wasn't never mad about Golden State. I thought that shit was brilliant. Like, I don't know.
I just feel like this Brooklyn, like I like it, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, championships is what it's about. Getting paid in championships, and the more championships you get in your prime, the more you can get paid. But it makes it hard for the other teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It definitely makes it hard, and it's like it makes the league one-sided. You know, like they should. It doesn't last long at all. But it definitely makes it one-sided, man. So, I'd like to see somebody beat Brooklyn, but I think it's going to be hard, man. I'm always root for my Celtics, but That's gonna be tough, man, coming out the East. So
yeah,
the East trash anyway, though. Like,
man,
be honest, like. The East, if you look, I looked at the records or something. I didn't look at it, but it was talking about it. Like number 6 through 10 or whatever, because they got that new thing they doing this shit with the thing. Like half them teams is under 500. So the East, it was gonna be Brooklyn regardless. It was gonna be Brooklyn more than likely with just KD and Kyrie if they ever get that together. So adding James was just ridiculous. Like they didn't need that. Like, but I don't know, man. Like it's too much. But if LaMarcus Aldridge is a scrub now, if we being real, y'all. Come on, like it's a big name for what it was.
That's true.
But his game really ain't conducive to the NBA no more because it's not a jump shot shooting game anymore. Yeah. It's threes and fast break for the most part. Yeah. Blake Griffin, this nigga, all right, I don't even care about Blake Griffin no more. Like, he ain't been good since he dunked over that Honda 15 years ago. We just being real. Yeah. So they really top heavy though. But when you get to that back end, I don't think it's going to matter. I think the key to that team is Joe Harris. If that white boy, if he hitting them threes, they going to be unstoppable. But if he not, it ain't gonna matter. They don't play any defense, but they score 160, so it's hard to beat their ass. Like, and in the West, it really just come down to if LeBron and AD get healthy. That's it. Yeah. If they don't, they not. If they do, they gonna probably go back again and win it because playoff P trash. Kawhi ain't a leader. That's why they had to go get Rondo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And none of us on this call believe in Utah. We just don't. Let's keep it
well, they just whooped my motherfucking Grizzlies yesterday.
But see, that ain't really the Grizzlies' fault. Bro. Like the Grizzlies still need Jaren Jackson back. Brandon Clark and Dylan Brooks. If that's your best two other players, bro, you not finna do nothing. Let's just be honest. Ja beast. Yeah. Like he a beast, but he need help, bro. You know who he need? If we being honest, he need Kevin Durant. They need to figure that shit out. Figure out how to get Kevin Durant to the Grizzlies. But Tennessee teams, Greg, we don't do shit like that, bro.
No, we don't.
We don't pay for talent. That ain't what we do.
That's not gonna happen. Hey, Ja and Zion, that's the new leaders, man. That's the new leaders. So
yeah, you come back to this conversation about 3-4 years, it's gonna be a trip.
It's gonna be a different conversation. Yeah. Very different. Last name, man, SWV and Escape doing the verses. I'm looking forward to it. Just because we get to celebrate two great groups from the 90s. We grew up listening to them and everything. I think this is going to be amazing. And also, next week, Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers too. Can't forget about them. It just says again where this versus has grown to. We always thought, what's next for the versus? They're going to get bigger and better talent and on a bigger platform. By recently being bought out by Triller. And, hey, that's coming up. So if y'all wanted to say something about it, man, I'm pretty much good.
Oh, I ain't had nothing to say. Before we got up out of the news today, the only thing I had to say was last night we created some history in the UFC. We got 3 African-born champions. Izzy, Usman, and now Francis Ngannou. That's crazy. That's crazy. 3 African-born champions.
That's cool, bro.
In the UFC. It's amazing.
That's amazing.
That is cool.
At one time.
He lost, though, last time. So that loss didn't matter in that middleweight or whatever it was he lost in or something. That was him trying to jump up and win an extra one or some shit?
Yeah, okay. That was him trying to become 2-belt champion, but he was still the champion of his division. Gotcha. So, he didn't lose anything from that. He just didn't become double champion. And also Usman is coming up, UFC 261, him versus Masvidal 2. And they're going to actually have fans back. I think they're going to have about 15,000. It's either 1,500 or 15,000. I want to say it's 15,000. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be in Florida. But as of right now, man, if y'all got a chance, go out there, take a look at the reaction from his country. And, just seeing him, he's worked hard to get here. I love Stipe Miocic. I really, really do. Very nice guy from Ohio, just regular dude. But last night was for Francis, and he took it, and it is a beautiful thing what we're getting right now. So congratulations, because that's just amazing.
That's what's up, man. And,
where the fuck is John Jones at, bro?
Bro, he jumped up You know he jumped up to heavyweight. So right now he's taking his time, putting his weight on. And right now they're looking at it right now. It could be him versus John Jones next or him versus Derek Lewis next. One of the two. Last night, John was tweeting, saying, hey, he's ready to play. Show me the money. But yeah, you know, he let go his middleweight championship. And he was going up to heavyweight. So this whole time he's been pretty much training and bulking up. So instead of that normal 225 frame that y'all see John Jones in, you'll now see him at like 240, 250, something like that.
Man.
God damn.
Yeah. That's a lot, bro.
He's taking plenty of time to really adjust and get to it. So, hey, Francis versus John Jones, that's money. That's money. That's money. Now, does anybody want to fight Francis? Probably only Derek Lewis. But that punching power is ridiculous. Like they're comparing Francis to Mike Tyson.
Wow.
Kind of how, because most time, you know, Francis hasn't been in the UFC long, hasn't really trained that long. Mm-hmm. And now he's just becoming what he has become. And he's even fought for the belt once before and lost to Stipe. And we might get a trilogy with Stipe, but right now, you know, you got to wait to see what Stipe wants to do. But just kind of seeing, like, if you go back, they did this whole thing of like how many knockouts that Francis has had in his career at the same time as Mike Tyson. I think he had 11. Mike had 12. Most time, Francis' stuff is ending in the first round. Yeah, the comparison between him and Mike Tyson is crazy. If y'all don't know who Francis Ngannou is, if y'all ever saw the video or the photo of Alistair Overeem, and if y'all know who Alistair Overeem is, it was the guy where his lip was like literally split open. Yeah, Francis Ngannou is the one who did that. So go back if y'all have a chance to look at the highlights from the fight. Really good fight. But the biggest news is we got 3 African-born world champions in the UFC, and that's amazing.
That's cool.
Yes, it is.
That is dope.
Yeah.
I ain't no big UFC fan. I don't know. But I do try to keep up with it sometimes, man. So I appreciate that. Let me know that. Well, we here, man.
Yeah.
Interview with Tyke T,
event
man.
Time.
Let's get it. Main event. Hey. Let's get ready to rumble. I wish I could say that, man. That dude was just so dope to me. Iconic guy. I don't even know his name. But let's get it, man.
Yeah. Man, that's so crazy. Oh my goodness. I hope y'all don't have a bunch of sound in the background. Sorry.
We heard it.
We heard it. So, without further ado, we are finna jump into the meat and potatoes. We're jumping into, like Tommy T said, man, the main event. All the focus is now on our homie, Tyke T, in the building. And, you know what I'm saying, I'm actually going to read from your bio. I'm going to skim it.
A lot of shit in that bio, man.
It's a lot in here. So, man, without further ado, he's originally from Smyrna, Tennessee, but he is now a staple in the Memphis music scene. Graduated from MTSU, a member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. I got that right?
Incorporated, my guy.
Incorporated. Hey, making sure I get it right, but not go too far. A member of Alpha Phi Alpha Incorporated, as well as he has an MBA, and as well as a successful artist as well. He has done, I'm going down here a little bit, jumping. The next big thing. He's a winner of the next big thing, and he also has had so many releases on such shows as Love is Hip Hop and others. Also, they're throwing me off, man. They're going to have to get her to sit down. Also, he continues to focus on the benefits of Tyke T. Also, he's the creator of Driven by Music. Go to drivenbymusic.net and check out everything in his bio. This man has done some incredible things, as well as graced the billboards. That's big. Billboards. That's big. I'm going to say that one more time. The billboards, the Heat Seeker charts, as well as the top 50 with his rap and R&B hip hop his rap album, The Prelude. Without further ado, Everybody welcome Tyke T, man.
Tyke T in the building, man.
Oh, man, flex.
Yeah. I know I stumbled through that a little bit, and that's my bad. But hey.
Man, you here. You here.
Yeah. We here, man.
You're here now. It's old news.
Right.
We off to the new one.
I feel like a lot of our conversations on MT was like revolved around like some Jeezy or some shit like that. I can't even remember, but just like music back in the day too. Like I could be wrong, bro, but I feel like because Steve has always been known that you like had a passion for music and just like and sneakers too. Like back in the day. I feel it's just funny that you said that Jeezy line. That's hilarious.
Hey. I really think it was. Cause I think around that time, Jeezy was really hitting up.
Popping. Yeah, we talking about because I feel like when I met you, it was like, and I don't know if that was the first question or not, but I was like, damn, when did I meet Steve? And I feel like it was either like 05 or 06, and I can't remember. It probably was around that nigga tree, to be honest, at the KUC. But I don't know what we're talking about. That's just what we call it. It's the nigga tree.
Yeah.
Like that.
It was right outside of KUC.
I feel like it was around that time. So that's if it's like 05, 06, because Billy hadn't crossed it, and Billy, that's my dog. Like at the time, you on college campus, so you like, all right, he a popping nigga. That's my cousin. They ain't my cousin, but like shit, whatever. Let's make this shit move. That's my cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same area together, so that's my cousin. But he hadn't crossed yet, so I can't remember if it was he crossed in 06. So I don't know if it was 05, 06 when we met each other. But yeah, that's when that Jeezy was popping. All you heard was Gucci Breezy playing all the new shit with Gucci and Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it's just good. T.I. That what you know about that was the song of 06. Like,
oh yeah, that was my theme song.
Yeah.
We was at all the parties when that came on.
Every single party, bro. What you know about that?
Absolutely.
Good times, man.
Man, that it's crazy because when you bring that up, I was trying to think so hard. It's like, dang, when did we meet? And I can't, like most of the time when it's people that I have a real connection to, I don't really remember the first time we met.
Yo.
It was so organic and it was so natural.
Mm-hmm.
And then to fast forward to now, it's like, I don't remember the exact first time, but I know that whatever it was natural enough for us to continue our relationship until now.
Right. Every time we like the easiest way I can sum this up about Steve is if you got a problem with Steve, you probably the person with the problem because he ain't never caused no issues.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like why would you be mad at him? I don't know what you would be upset with this nigga about. Like why you mad? What's wrong with you? But he's always had that vibe though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's 05, 06 on campus. Even like just, the nigga was just cool as hell. That's all you can say about Steve. Like for real.
Hey man, I so appreciate that. I appreciate it
because of the podcast. Like that's just the reality. So I'm like, bro, like I can't never remember your name being in nothing. It was just like always good vibes. We finna go kick it. We had a set together. What's good, bro? Like that's just the way it was. Like a set. I wouldn't even imagine going to a set now. Not after.
Oh God.
Oh God. Don't invite me, dog. Like, don't.
Man.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna make it.
And if y'all don't know,
just imagine it, bro.
Yeah, and for the people that don't know what a set is basically a house party.
Basically,
And we call it set. Out in Cali, they call it kickback. Other places
I don't know what they call it now.
Yeah, I don't know what they call it now, but
a Zoom meeting.
Zoom happy hour.
They call it right now.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Hey, side note, guys, be careful with them Zoom parties. You're gonna be knocked the fuck out because like you ain't moving, so you just drunk as hell, and you look up and you like, damn, the bottle gone. You just gotta go to sleep. I'm telling y'all, be careful. Be careful.
Absolutely. To bring that up, one of the things that I always thought about you was when was the time the switch of when you first really got serious with the rapping? I remember some times where we were all huddled up freestyling, but it was never to the conversation of like, hey, let's go put out some stuff. Right. And the crazy thing was we went to MT where if y'all know what MTSU, Middle Tennessee State University, that is where they have one of the oldest and probably one of the most successful recording industry programs in the United States.
Of America.
Yeah. One that I graduated from as well, that we had so much access. And if you don't understand, like we had DJs, rappers everywhere on campus.
Country music artists, like Grammy country music artists that'll come back and like show you, hey nigga, like rap that chord up correctly. Like it was crazy.
Absolutely.
Like,
all the access.
Mm-hmm.
And it never came across And we never were like, hey, let's go make some records. We never really talked about it.
It never hit me like that. So for real, like it started to happen to me. So honestly, let's start from the beginning. You know, I went to MTSU as a RIM. I think that's what it is. So audio something. But then real talk, I remember it. I remember when my teacher, I think his last name was Haslu or something. I can't remember, but he was like, I remember it in class. He was like, if I have a final exam or there's a networking conference, go to the networking conference because that's going to be able to do more for you than I can do in this paper. And I was like, damn, like he was like that. He was like, yeah, because it really is about making sure you know who the people are. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, cool. Then I went home. I was still living with my mama. So I went home, got some McDonald's. And the lady was like, yeah, I got a degree in something with some business or whatever. And I was like, damn, I don't really want to work at McDonald's. But it's just being a dumbass young nigga. But I'm like, but I like the fact that like it looked like she got something stable. Like she has a degree that she can like try to be like the manager or do whatever. So I remember I was like, all right, cool. I ain't gonna do recording in the industry no more because you got to remember too, this is like 2004, 2005. 50 is the hottest rapper in the world. And this nigga said he dropped out of high school. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, why am I gonna go up here and put this 4 years of this free education because we poor, so we got the FAFSA, so we good, and to put it into something where I can do this and I don't necessarily have to have a degree. So I switched my major and I went from audio, whatever, RIM, and then I switched it to business administration, concentration in marketing. And so really in college at MTSU, like people knew I could rap, they knew it, but it wasn't like anything I was pursuing. Like, cause when you're in college and you like not really thinking about it from a business aspect like I do now, you're really just trying to be that nigga and like, you know, be that nigga and just be on campus and hopefully, you know, I mean, this is the past, you know, this is then. Like I wasn't moving it like that. I was just trying to be that guy on campus, like make sure people know who I am so I can get mines and be that guy. But then after I graduated in 2011 with my master's, that's when I was like, all right, cool. Look, it was one of them shits. Either you gonna do this or you're not. Cause at this point, you like 24, 25, it's time. And so I moved to Memphis. Once I got my master's, I took a job out here. And then it was just like, it's time. I can't play around with this no more. I need to figure this out. So my first check I had, literally I came to Memphis with $0 and a car note. Because the dude at the dealership over there in Murfreesboro, besides that KFC, it's the KFC and the McDonald's on Broad, I think it is. And it was a dealership over there. And I was like, bro, I don't have any money. But what I do have is I can show you I got my master's and I got a job. Can you fuck with me? He was like, man, I'm going to go ahead and let you get this joint. 2 months, no car note, you good. Just pay me in 2 months. Let me get my C-Bring. Went to Memphis, got my job. First thing I did with my check was buy a little M audio box and a microphone and a computer. And I just started like recording my own songs and like, and start going after it. Like, you gotta think this is like 11, 12. So like Google is starting to become your best friend now from an artist standpoint, because the music industry used to be like this big wall. You have to get with a record label to do it. They're not telling you how to get information. Like if you think about it in 11, 12, getting your song on iTunes, that meant you was that nigga. Like,
nigga, that shit was,
you know how to get
it.
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? If you figured out that little bit of information, people thought you that nigga. Now, bro, you can upload your song on iTunes. Like me, we can upload this on the podcast like now. Like you can be like recording it to the shit. Like it don't even matter. But so like 11, 12 is when I start like really trying to like just understand this industry for what it is. Everybody can rap. Everybody can do music. Everybody can make a beat. But like, how is the business aspect of this? What is this gonna do? Like, what's the lingo? When I'm reaching out to a music supervisor, what do I gotta say? For people that don't know what music supervisors are, these are the people that put your music in film and TV. Like, what is the lingo? When I'm talking to a DJ, what are the things that I need to be saying to him? Because I always want to set myself apart. I hate going into places and I don't understand like what's going on. So every day I get off work, all right, what we gonna learn today from an industry standpoint? So it's about 11, 12 is when I start trying to figure out how can I pull these pieces together to make myself a business, not just an artist, but like a business from a standpoint. And the first thing that I realize is branding is huge. It's like, what's gonna set me apart? Driven. I'm driven. Like, I am not going to stop. I'm driven. So I first started off as driven by music. And then later I got with my manager, and Greg knows my manager really well, Shahida. And she was like, we got to figure out what else can we do, because music kind of isolates you. And it was like, well, I don't want to just do music. I want to do comedy. I want to do like film. I want to do fashion. I want to do sports. Like, you know, actually, I don't know, Steve, if you know Richard Lowe, but Richard, he used to be like the girls basketball manager at MTSU. But anyway, you know, he used to do WMTS, and that's the MTSU radio station. So I actually was trying to be like a jockey on there because I love sports and I wanted to get into sports too, like be like a sportscaster and like stuff like that. And I feel like if you're driven, as opposed to saying driven by music, when you're just driven, that opens up everything. So if I drop a podcast, like, it would make sense because it aligns with his brand. Or if I drop a fashion line, it aligns with his brand. Because when you're driven, you're just driven behind anything, not just music. It's a long ass answer. I have no idea if I'm answering what you asked for no more, dog. Because now I'm just running to that tangent we said we ain't gonna do. But I said 11, 12 is when I start being like, all right, cool, fuck this shit. I don't care what you knew me for, but this is what you're about to know me for. And it's gonna be music.
Oh no, that was perfect because definitely going through the journey, which I tell G, Tommy, and I tell folks that are always coming through, the journey is so important. So going down through that journey of when you got to the point of being completely serious about it is very important. So you definitely answer the question completely. So that was perfect. And then kind of going back to the whole thing at MTSU is funny because, you know, I switched majors as well. I switched majors within recording industry, within the RIM program. I didn't switch to go outside how you did to go to a whole different major. I switched to music business, whereas I was at the beginning, I was pro tech. And pretty much the reason was, you know, I remember I used to work at a studio back in Chattanooga called Black Life Entertainment. And we had a whole thing. And I remember the guy who ran it at the time, his name was Block. And he was like, man, you could give me that money. I can teach you how to work these boards right now. And at that moment, he was like, man, he saw my business sense. So he would have me in the business meetings. And at that moment, I was completely inspired to switch over to music business. Also, it was hard to get into the program. If, you know, you was fighting to get in the program, you had to have like incredible GPA, kind of like how the nursing program is. And it was like, that first time I got denied, I was like, you know what? I ain't trying to stay here another couple years, so I'm switching over.
Right.
So the journey is always important, as well as what completely inspired the inspiration behind it. And I think you completely nailed that completely. But one thing that I really wanted to ask you always, because I'll be honest, I always thought you were from Memphis for some reason, but you are definitely from Smyrna, as what we said in the in your bio. Two questions. How is it coming back when you come back to Smyrna with the success that you have? Like we said, you've performed at the Grizzly Games, you've done competitions, you're in soundtracks, you're all over the place with Driven by Music. It's incredible. How is it, one, coming back to Smyrna with your success? And then two, how was that transition from Smyrna, Middle Tennessee, to jumping in the rap scene in Memphis?
Country ass nigga from Smyrna, Tennessee, but I moved out to Memphis and they love me, bro.
Basically. Me and Grady we got a record together, so like, yeah, and Grady bumping as hell. Like,
yeah, I'm a fan.
I got some shit that he sent me a long time ago that I still have a record to. He ain't even never heard it. It's just my plans kind of got fucked up because of COVID. Like, what we're gonna try to submit it for and everything. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So when I go home, it's love because you know your people are gonna love you, like no matter what. Like my mama and my so my brother showed, or my niece, I can't remember, but somebody showed my grandmama how to talk into her Comcast remote controller. So now she knows how to like pull up Tyke T when I walk in the house. Okay. All right. So now I walk in there and it's like my last video countdown is playing. Or, you know, I teamed up with the Civil Rights Museum and we did like this MLK Day stuff, right? So like she finally got to see me do like more like social type rapping, because some of the other stuff that she's seen is more like flossy or whatever. But she got to see that. And so she's like, wow, like I didn't know this is what you do. So it's so much love when I go home. It really is. And like, this is actually, I talked about that performance. I was like, man, I don't really want to do it. It's because, you know, you don't want to embarrass your people. You want to be great. It's like, I don't know these loose ass niggas sometimes, so I don't care. I'm just going to kill it. But it's like, ooh, that's my auntie over there. Like, she saw me in diapers. I want to do great for her. So anyway, she saw that performance. She's like, man, I want you to come out here and perform for Juneteenth, because in Smyrna, they don't teach us about Juneteenth. It's like they don't talk about that shit. The only thing they talk about is like, we got the Sam Davis home and they'll take us out there and we'll go to as a field trip and see slave shacks and barracks and shit like that. But my grandma's like, she's one of the oldest people to still be alive, and I cherish her every day. Like, it's funny, she'll be commenting on my stuff, and back in the day, especially when I was at MTSU, like I'd be throwing up the ice, so that's the sign for alpha or whatever. And she comment, "I see you, grandboy," and I'd be like, "My grandma, stop doing that." But now as you get older though, it's like, nah, like I can't imagine what that feels like to see somebody that you saw from nothing. You prayed over this when she was in the stomach, and then to see them doing well, that's gotta feel great. So I'm like, nah, comment, do whatever you want. So when I go home, it's love. Like, it really is. I was home 2 weeks ago to see my mom and my grandmama, and it's pure love. Now the other question, the transition to the city, it was definitely different. I'll say that, but it was also great because nobody knew me from nothing. So it was this thing where we don't know you from anything else than being Tyke T, so you're just gonna be Tyke T to us, right? So when I got to the scene in 2012, 2013, the first performance, I got to Memphis in 2011-ish, the end of 2011. I didn't have my first performance out here though till 2013. It was Dreamfest. So there's she's like my dog now, so I hate to talk about her so formally, but her name's Catherine Evans. She has a festival out here. It's called Dreamfest. And this was like year 3 or whatever. And so I came, I auditioned, and she loved me, and I killed it. And then I got to perform at the Hard Rock Cafe. And that was the entrance to the Memphis music scene for us here. Because there's many scenes in Memphis. Like, what's mainstream in Memphis is going to be street rap, because that's what...
Because it's Memphis, nigga.
Right. I to talk technical, G, but like, I know you from the city, so like, you like, nigga, that's what it is. But like, there's gonna be a ton of street rap because that's what the fuck is going on out here. But there's also other scenes, and the independent scene is vibing with a ton of artists. Some of them are street artists, some of them are conscious artists, some of them are those little easy verts. Like, we got it all here, and so. Just finding your place in the city. And I kind of I don't know if I look at it as a leg up or a leg down, but it was just great because nobody knew me for nothing. So like when Devin Steele and K97 had the next big thing contest, I walked up to them folk like, shit, what's up? Like, I didn't have the, ooh, that's Devin Steele thing on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from the city. I looked at him and he's a top DJ and I have to figure out how to connect with him. You know what I'm saying? And so, it was great. It probably was the best thing that could have ever happened to me having to come to Memphis, because I had to start from nothing. But it's like, it's just Tyke T. It wasn't that's Tyrone over there who went to MTSU. Like, nah, It's like, I'm Tyke T and I'm a beast on this mic and y'all gonna have to respect me. And it took a while. It just wasn't like it was immediate love. Like, I remember the first studio I went to that you said y'all listen to a whole bunch of my older shit. So like, I don't really like none of my older shit now, honestly, because it's like, it was terrible. I mixed it in my house. I ain't know how to mix. My wife was on a couple of them records singing background. It'd be so funny because she'd be like, hey, that song on VH1, where's my check? I'm like, hey, I'm your check. I'm your check. Cause she like, it's so funny. Don't use her little part, she in the background. And but yeah, just when I went to the studio, and I'm not want to name no names, but I just remember vividly, I was like, man, I'm gonna put this song on TV. And they was like, no, you're not. You're not gonna get this on the radio. None of this shit's gonna happen. But I didn't take none of that as the point of, I can't. I took it as, I'm gonna show you because I can. I know how to do this. I'm gonna figure it out. And if I don't, I'm gonna make sure I get it done. Like, cause that's where you're not gonna beat me. Like, you might outbar me. I don't care. Like, cause bars are subjective. People like this artist, people like that thing. But the one thing that you will not be able to do is outwork me. You just won't. I won't let you out drive me. Like, you can't. Like, you won't stay up till 4 a.m. Googling niggas on LinkedIn to figure out who the TV show is. You won't do that. That's, see, now I know it's crazy, but that's the shit I'll do. Like, you're not gonna figure out what college these niggas is pulling up to make sure they get a business card. Like, you won't do that, but I will, because I gotta make this shit work, because this is my passion. This is my dream. And ain't nobody gonna work harder than this shit than me. So I don't expect nobody to. Like, it's just the way it goes. So like, once again, I'm in a tangent. I don't know where we're at, Steve.
I was gonna say, bro, I'm finna reel you in right there.
Please, bro.
I wanna
fuck with.
Hold on,
take
Greg.
you back right quick, a little bit. Go ahead.
Hold on, Greg. I'm gonna bring you in here, Greg, because actually I was going to you next with it. Let me bring you in real quick, because he said some important things that I want the listeners to understand. That, you know what I'm saying, for one, you're getting the very definition of driven. Like, that, and it fits you so well, because seeing you from MTSU to now, and then you talking about what you would do to get there, that's not just motivation. That's being driven to get to point A to point B, really driving it home and like, I'm going to do this and ain't nothing you're going to do to stop me. That's the very definition. So that's so important. And I want the listeners to understand that. The next thing I wanted to say was, it's funny because everybody on the show has a connection to Memphis and we really love Memphis.
Yeah.
Tommy, his wife is, me and Tommy are from Chattanooga, and people gonna say there's a Chattanooga Memphis beef that went on for the longest of time that we had no clue about until we got older.
I still don't have that clue. Man.
Yeah, I still totally don't know what happened. But Tommy's wife is actually from Memphis, so that's his connection to Memphis. G,
and Greg is my cousin.
Yeah,
my wife.
Yes. And that's it. That's also his other connection to Memphis, as well as G is from Memphis and definitely on the Memphis scene as an artist. Yep. For me, it was cats like Hot Rod. If y'all know who Hot Rod is,
that's my dog, bro.
Yeah,
Steve, I didn't even know that Hot Rod. So like, that's where I record all my music at. Like this day, like I got a session with him on Tuesday. I didn't even know he was at MT at the time when 5 Star Chick was doing all this shit. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I had no idea, bro.
That's crazy because I was there when he put it together and when it happened. Like I was there with him and I got to go to the studio with him with Gotti and being in the studio with Gotti and everybody that was in there. And then, you know what I'm saying? Not just Hot Rod, but you remember Pat?
Man, Pat be at the studio. He be at the studio with Rod.
Man, I've been wondering what's up with Pat.
Yeah, and he got some new music out, and that nigga bumping like a motherfucker.
Man, I need some of that. So you might need to send something over because I ain't heard from Pat in so long. But from Pat to Breezy, I always want to call him DJ Breezy, but it's Young Breezy, of course. From Breezy to Gary, who was a party promoter here in the Middle Tennessee, as well as others. Payne, if y'all know who Payne is, as well as a bunch of folks that came from Memphis, that came to MTSU, that really kind of opened the door for where, I became somebody who was like, all right, yeah, okay, they're actually cool and we don't have an issue. Right. So what I wanted to do is I want to throw this whole softball over here to G, because y'all, with him having that connection and y'all working together, I really want to see y'all interaction of, all right, how was it working together? And then also with you and G, just seeing y'all interact as far as, with you being in Memphis for so long, you're like honorary Memphis and if that sounds right. Whatever it is.
Well, most people just be like, you from, no, it's like, I'm not. Like, because I never want to take that for granted because the thing about Memphis that my city doesn't have is the pride like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and it's that hustle and that drive. And I know I took some of that from the city because everybody in Memphis got 4 hustles, my dog. And they got a corporate job that they corporate thugging at, but then they doing music, they doing clothes, they doing cookies, they got a restaurant. Then they probably, doing taxes on the side. Like they could put you in position with whoever they need to be. Somebody know Gotti and them cousin over there at Privé. Like everybody, and it's get it out the mud. Like when you come to this city, this was the first time I'd ever experienced it. When you ask them, what am I going to eat? They're not going to give you the recommendation of a chain. They're going to tell you about, such and such over there. Go to that.
Man.
It's a different type of pride. Like the city's big, but it's really small. So if you got an issue with somebody, you really can pull up on them in like 15 minutes. That's just the way it goes.
Man, what?
It's just the way it is. So it's like, but everybody fuck with everybody. But if you don't fuck with them, like, we can handle this too. Like the city's so beautiful. Like I love everything about Memphis. I really do. I'm probably drinking the Kool-Aid. It's got its struggles. It's got its pains. It's not easy. Like it's definitely a ton of racism here as well. But like it's something about that spirit of getting it out the mud. And to your question, working with G was something that he showed me so many tricks and shit because when you listen to G's sound, you wouldn't know how he's recording that shit. Like you wouldn't think about it. You would think that G is probably like in like a multi-millionaire fucking studio. But this nigga like knows all the tricks of the trades. Like he put me on so much game up in his apartment, bro. Like this shit blew me. Like for real. Like how I went into like this little closet and like recorded to like an iPhone. I'm like, bro, you cold as hell, bro. Like I never would have thought about being able to do something like that because, you know, everything I've been taught is, okay, you got a little home studio and this, and they got to send it to this person to mix it, da-da-da. He was like, bro, I ain't doing all of that. Like, I remember him saying that. I pulled up on him. He was like, man, I ain't doing none of that shit, bro. Come on, Tyke. He's like, Tyke, I know you done been to this studio, but check me out. And my vocals came out clear as hell. Like, he cold, period. Like, I don't know what else to say. The nigga cold.
I appreciate that shit, man. I remember that day, bro. I remember your face, the facial expressions you was making and shit. This nigga was like, nigga, what? Like, you ain't got, what? You did all this shit on this? I'm like, yeah, bro. That's
and
all, bro.
G like a real producer, bro. Like, the song that we got is called Driven Is Me, right? Y'all check it out, because I love that record. But the nigga, like, he'll take your thoughts and make a whole record out of it. He was like, bro, I saw you say something about that Mariah Carey, I give my all or whatever. So the nigga went, listened to that beat, pulled something out of it, made a whole nother beat, then was like, here go the record for you. You know, it wasn't like a, here go Amigo type beat, figure it out. Nah, I was like, man, I understand the type of stuff you are. I see your brand. Let's collaborate like that. And you don't really get that a lot because a lot of this shit is just like, you know, general. Like, here goes something. But like, it was like, nah, this is specific for you. Here goes your brand. Let's team up. Let's work this work together. But G already know how I feel about him though. Like, I feel like this nigga cold. And numbers don't matter to me. Like, I could care less if the nigga get 100 streams or the nigga get 3 streams. Like, when you cold, you cold. He one of the best producers in the city, period. That's just how I feel. Now, another nigga might say something different about it, but like, nah, like, he can hit you with any style. And me and Izzy still owe him plenty of work. It's just, that's another conversation.
We ain't gonna talk about all that shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Izzy, who we did an interview with as well. So go back and
Izzy been on the show?
Yeah,
she's been on the show. Yeah.
Man,
nah, I see her on Tuesday too. I'm be like, bro, you didn't tell me about that shit, bro. That's exactly what I hope my name came up in the shit.
Yeah, she definitely brought your name up.
Easy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bro, I wanted to jump back right quick, bro, to when you was talking about the transition coming from Smyrna and then coming back into Memphis and starting to do the music. And then you mentioned there's a bunch of different scenes in the city, a bunch of independent scenes in the city. I remember talking to Shay about that shit one time at the it was the Dizzy Bird Lounge, I think, still at that time. But
I missed the Dizzy Bird, fool.
Bruh, I swear to God, bro. But anyways, we were sitting there talking about it and just talking about the different scenes and how you got like the Memphis hop scene, which is more like conscious rap and stuff like that. And then you got you also got the street niggas. And being somebody who's not necessarily from the city and you coming in and not necessarily having to attach yourself to a certain scene, have you had an opportunity, because I'm sure you have you had an opportunity to perform in those different places? Because I know you mentioned like Dream Fest. I know you've been at some of the places that I've been to where it's been like Memphis Hop, where you got, what's the name of that motherfucking spot on Madison?
Artistic Lounge.
No, not Artistic Lounge. That's another one. But what is it? The House of Mackenzie.
I've been there.
Yeah. Like, I ain't never been to perform there, but I've been to the place before. But you got like all these different venues that cater to a certain style or a certain thing. Then you got Dope on Arrival.
Yep,
you got all of this shit, bro. You got all these different spots with different kinds of artists and shit. And it's like breaking into those different scenes is a fucking journey.
It's hard. Yeah, I've had the ability, and I will attribute all of this to my manager Shahida, because she a North Memphis veteran, right? So every time I walk in somewhere, I automatically get the stamp just because they know she from the North and they not finna fuck with her. So like, and she just been my dog. We worked together, and then she was like, she took an interest in my music. I was like, I'm about to make you my manager. She was like, no, I don't really fuck with you like that. I'm not about to be your manager, and moved on. And I just kept on being like, hey, but I need a manager. And I just kept giving her more responsibility. It's like, you my manager now, so deal with it. Like, but yeah, breaking into all those scenes is very difficult because I'm gonna say it like this. Once again, back to it. They didn't know me for nothing, so it was just either you're gonna be bumping or you're not. Like, I remember one of those, I've done them all, y'all. Like, I've done the forums, but I've also done the pay to plays where you gotta spend $300 to perform, and it's 90 niggas on the goddamn on the bill, and Rick Ross supposed to come, and he don't. but you just hope he do, because you want your opportunity. I performed at them. I performed at the big ones. I've opened up for Boosie and Gotti over at Mud Island. Like, I did it all. And the one thing I'll say about it is, if you dope, Memphis gonna respond to it. If you not, they not. Simple. Mm-hmm. If you dope, like it's funny because I'm at these locations where it would be, I guess, would be considered a street audience, and I put your hands up. Hey, put your hands up, and them niggas gonna put their hands up. But then I might be at a place where it's like an acoustic lounge, and I might have to fight hard to make them to get their hands up. Like, you can't really put a book on by its cover, because if it's dope, they're gonna rock with it no matter what. And that's the one thing I think my brand has been able to do. You know, I got my text service, I got my email list, I got some niggas that's probably like some niggas from North Memphis that still fuck with me to this day. And then I got some acoustic lounge shit where they at the dog park and they probably, you know, they gonna dress in tie-dye, and you know what I'm saying? But they rock with me too. Like, we tried our hardest to make sure that I'm not pigeonholed to anything, right? Because being driven can be everything. Mm-hmm. So it don't matter. Just hit Tyke T up if you want me to be at the Civil Rights Museum, or if you need me to open up for Boosie, hit me up as well. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, we've tried to make that brand be something where it just sits, where if you have the drive, then you can come over here and let me be a part of you, and you can be a part of me. That's really what we tried to do. So,
yeah, man, that's kind of what I thought you were gonna say. Because we had that same kind of interaction, because like when I started doing music, I was still in Knoxville, Tennessee. And that's where I like honed my little skills and shit. And then by the time I came back to Memphis in 2013, like, I didn't immediately get into the scene. And different from you, like I know motherfuckers there, and motherfuckers know me. So I'm coming back home to a bunch of people who ain't never seen me rap, ain't never heard me rap, that kind of thing. And so like I started rapping, and people like, damn, when this nigga start rapping, that kind of thing. And so like I didn't know where to turn as far as like, okay, where can I go perform, that kind of shit. I got into that shit, just wanted to go to open mics and shit. Just wanted to go to an open mic, because that's where I started. It's like just doing poems and shit like that. And so I was like, I go to the Word and fuck with Tanya Dyson and shit. Mm-hmm. And like, and when you go to those open mic venues and shit, and then they hear you, and then they have like feature nights and shit like that, and they be like, you want to feature? You can do 2 songs or whatever. You be like, all right, cool. You go out there and you basically the headliner for the night. And like niggas get put onto your shit that way. And every opportunity that I have had in that city has come from being at another fucking venue. Like, even when I got a chance to do Dream Fest, it was because I was at Artistic Lounge. Mm-hmm. It was like I was there and I had performed because of like some kind of little contest that they had where they was like, submit a video with yourself doing a rendition of a Bad Boy song. It was like Bad Boy Night. Yeah. And so like me and Derek did one in my living room and shit, just fucking around. And they was like, y'all didn't win, but the lady, what's her name? Tamika Greer. She was like, she really liked our shit, so she wanted us to fucking close the show out. And so it was like, all right, cool, we'll do that shit. We come up, we close it out. Shay come up to me and like, nigga, you gotta do Dream Fest. And we was like, nigga, okay. Like, it's just
the way
like,
it happened, bro. Like, for real. Like, when I first got up here, I don't know if you know the lady. You remember do you know the lady Kim?
No, I don't think I know.
But like, so she was having contests out here somewhere in South Memphis, damn near Airways. And it was like, but Hot 107 was there though. So I was like, all right, cool. I got to go out here and kill it. I didn't win the contest because, you know, you got to bring people out with you. I ain't had nobody to bring out with me. I had one nigga with me, and my girl, my fiance, well, my wife at the time, but it's my wife now, but my girl at the time, she's a teacher. So she's like, I can't be out till like 3 a.m. So like, and I remember Kim was like, man, you dope, but like, you got to bring more people with you, homie. So like, all right, cool. But that's how I was able to build a relationship with Rex, DJ Rex over at Hot 107. And so like, then, you know, just years go by, and then next thing you know, all right, cool. I'm at the radio station with him talking about that Billboard charting album. Like, all the things that you build up with, it's so funny you say that. It's so real, bro, because you never know who's going to be in the crowd, who's going to be there, who's going to see your talent. And this city is what it was. I don't really know what it looks like right now. I don't know what a post-COVID Memphis music scene is. To be honest, if I'm just being 1,000 with you, I have no idea what it's going to look like now. But before that, though, like, there was always places to perform. Now, the one thing that Memphis doesn't have is that Nashville does have is just public relations, right? Like, you know, I moved back and forth. So I went back to Nashville like 2015, 2016 and got, you know, reconnected to that scene because it was more of an introduction because they ain't know me. And like, you could just go into the Spotify office because they got Spotify offices there. Like that's just the way it was. YouTube had an office there. They were building it. Like they're gentrifying the fuck out of the city, but like they have these offices there. Like the people are there. CD Baby's there. Like they have real live public relation people that can put your ass in Complex, Billboard. You know, this is R&B, whatever it is you want to be. You got people with real relationships in that city. In Memphis, it's not really like that. There's not really an outlet. There's not really a pipeline. Now, social media has changed that a ton because you can literally go viral today, you know, in Bartlett and build a fan base off your phone if you know how to, you know, capture them and bring them back in. But I do still think there needs to be a pipeline to say, okay, G killing that shit. He got 10,000 views on here. You know, yeah, PR might cost him $1,000, but who's the PR representative in the city that has the connection with Billboard, with Complex, you know, with Revolt? That can, you know, take you from in your front room to, you know, Charlemagne the goddamn. You know, these people that are getting it from Memphis, I don't necessarily think it's anything Memphis related that's getting them there. They're still attached to a record label that has a relationship with Revolt, with, you know, Complex, with them. And so they're taking them on these PR runs. We don't have that here. I think that's the one thing that that the city lacks. And I ain't the person that's going to be able to solve it. Like we've talked about it for years. If we could ever get that fixed, and I think it'll be so many more artists that are not just street rappers that be able to, you know, have more, I guess, mainstream light on them, because there's really not a ton of rappers outside of that really get the light here. And there's so much more. Like if you ever came to an open mic night here, you'd be fucking surprised. And they're still talking about the same stuff. They're just very fucking clever. Like, cause Memphis is out of the mud. So it's going to be about niggas getting shot. It's going to be about that. But you'd be surprised how they can flip that shit. You'd be like, bro, these niggas cold. Like, they cold out here, straight up.
Yeah, man. I 100% agree, bro. That's what kind of blew me away and made me want to stay connected to the scene. Was coming to those open mics and getting to see people do their thing. And learning about those different camps and shit. You got several different camps of niggas doing music and shit that
killing it.
And you just be happy to be a part of working with those people. And like you said, it develops those extra relationships. And that was my biggest beef too, was that there isn't a PR in the city. Like we don't have a lot of public relations. So sometimes it can be discouraging where you sitting there working your ass off and then it's just like you missing a link. You just like, we just have one more link we need before we can pop this to the next level. And you just like know that it's not in your city. And it's...
I feel that, you know, one thing about it for me though, was just like, I just set out my goals really clear. And I knew what it is that I was trying to do. Obviously, Drake, if you hear this, sign me. I mean, what the fuck, who wouldn't? Doesn't make any sense. But I didn't let the number that people perceived I should have make me feel any type of way. I set out every time like, okay, so we got the new video lottery. I hope y'all watched it. If you didn't, I send y'all the link. But it's more of a cinematic video. We trying to make it like Thriller and Bad, where, you know, back in the day where it was like, you know, Michael come and bop on the bitch or whatever, and then she hit you with the music, right? So shit like that. We're trying to go back to the old school with the record, right? We're just from a cinematic standpoint. I have a clear understanding of what it is I want to get out of this. And once I hit those goals, I'll go to the next. So somebody else might tell me, and I say this in a record, I'm like, bro, stop telling me I should be further ahead. That's not a compliment. Don't do that. That's not a compliment. Stop telling me I should be further ahead, because you don't know what my goals are. You don't know what I set out to do. Most people don't ask that question. They just think, oh, you drop a song, it should be doing what the baby's doing. I'm not the baby. I don't have an engine behind me. I'm Tyke T. I go to work every fucking day. I have a 9 to 5. My 9 to 5 is my record label. That's what I do. I have to go here to be able to do these things that I want to do, right? I don't look at it as a negative. It's just what it is. So I have strategic goals that are laid out every single time before we drop. And once I hit them, I'll know if it's a success or not. So I had to switch my mind and pivot, because it either was going to be something I want to do forever, or it's going to be something that I can let the other people make me feel like I ain't doing enough and not do it. And I felt the same way when I first started out. Nigga, bro, like, you drop a record, ain't nobody sharing it. And now it's even worse because of the algorithm. So like, if you're not constantly posting and actually engaging with people, then your content will be so suppressed unless you run an ad. And it's like, nigga, like, I got an MOG and W bill. I can't just be spending all my money on fucking Facebook. You really have to. But other than that, they're designing it to suppress. Because if you think about it, Mark Zuckerberg makes so many people people rich at the beginning of this shit because it was free to go viral. Like you didn't have to do anything. Like remember how the early content we used to get would just go viral? Like it ain't really like that anymore. Cause they like, hey, nah, like I need you to put some money in on this ad, bro. Stop playing with me. But real specific, like we've carved out our niche. I understand what it is I need to do. Before the pandemic, we were trucking along with my subscription service. And I knew the amount of people that I needed to get. I needed to hit 1,000 to be able to do what I needed to do. But then the Rona came and it was like, well, nah, because I'm not just going to be out here asking niggas for money in the Rona because you don't know what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? But now as the world is starting to open back up, I know what I got to do. Like I see my path. I see my path. And I see what it is we got to do to knock out.
Yeah,
absolutely. Man, it's so much that you just said throughout like the whole conversation between you and G. One thing to point out is kind of that popped in my head was the similarities between Chattanooga and Memphis. It's something that you said where you said, look, in Memphis, you either bumping or not. And in Chattanooga, it's kind of the same way. They either gonna stand there and look at you like you a fish in an aquarium. Yep. And that's a shout out to the aquarium in Chattanooga. You see what I did there? They gonna jam out with you. One of the two. So it's so interesting kind of to see the similarities as well as seeing, you know, everything else as far as the venues and just seeing y'all interaction, how it is to work in Memphis. As well as coming back to Nashville to get into the midst of things here. Cause I kind of look at it as, you know, what they used to say in the South, they was like, look, y'all can get on easy in New York because y'all got all the record labels around the corner. It's kind of like that in Nashville because you can literally go up there and talk to the people or at least get an appointment. You can
get an appointment. Like I remember, I can't remember what record label it was, but like, you know, I put on a suit and I had my press kit and I just walked up there like I was supposed to. I didn't get the appointment, but I surely walked my ass up there like, yeah, is such and such here? Yeah, well, tell them Tyke came by. Like, you got to speak the lingo. Like, the shit didn't work. I didn't get the deal, but I don't care. Like, it's just the fact that it was there. It was possible. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time when I was in Nashville, I was doing field sales. So that means I was actually doing like sales jobs out there. So I already had a suit on. So I just walked up there like, yeah, it's damn, I can't think of the record label. But it was like out there, like before the Gulch was the Gulch, it was like the beginning of the Gulch, but kind of turned into what the Gulch is now. Yeah. Like there was like a small little office out there. Damn, I can't remember the name of the label, but I like, you can't do that here because there's nothing here like that. I guess I could pull up at Freevan and just wait for Gotti to come, but I don't want that smoke, son. I mean,
same,
you know what I'm saying? I could, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's just, but it's doable. One thing, like I said, a long time ago, you know, my manager, she set me down and we just talked about it. It was like, man, you know, micro-targeting is really huge, man. Figuring out who the people are that support you and figure out ways to constantly get their support. And that's what my subscription service did. Like, based on however you want to support me, you can support me for $10 a month. You can do it for $20 a month. Or if you're an artist, we got that artist consultation part of it, like, which is $25 a month. Like, figure out these people that said they rock with you and they want to consistently support you and continue to push content to them. Like, and it's amazing because they got 10 people that can tell about your music, and then they got 10 people who can tell you about your music, and they got 10 people that can tell about you. So just figuring it out that way, because rap is the only genre that I feel like this where there is ageism. There's a ton of it. There's a ton of other things in rap, but there's definitely ageism. It's like you turn 30, it's like, nigga, what you doing? You either got to be on in most people's head, or you got to have like no Drake. Or after that, it's going to be like, why you doing this anymore? Yeah. And I just looked at people and said, because I fucking want to. This is what I want to do. I'm going to do this till I die. So like, let me figure out the people that support me and continue to fuck with them.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. And that's such a good point. Because if people don't know, Shada Low and 2 Chainz was a lot older when they popped on.
Man.
You know? Man. And, you know, getting new fans at that age is, you know, while you're doing what you're doing at that age is amazing, because people start to, like you said, 10 people know 10 people who know 10 people. And that's kind of what we do in real estate as well. Like, speak to your spirit, because they know people and they know people who know people, and you kind of get that business.
They're going to do the marketing for you. You know
absolutely.
What I'm saying?
Absolutely. And when we started off, Tommy T was like, he actually got a chance, you know, we would talk about you all the time. So me and G are kind of part of that 10 people. Yeah. And along with Izzy as well. Yeah. And now for Tommy T to be pretty much becoming a new fan with listening to your music and talking about how dope your music is, I want to know, for Tommy, how does it feel to be able to really express that to an artist right in front of you that, you know, me and G have talked about for the longest. And for Tyke T, how does it feel to hear that, you know what I'm saying, that directly from, you know what I'm saying, another individual who just now listened to your music?
It feels great. Cause I'm super appreciative because you don't have to listen. A lot of the earlier stuff though, I don't really like it, but I love it at the same time because I'll never be able to get back to that spot. Like that was the most doubted I probably was ever gonna be. Like now at this point, people still doubt me all the time, bro. Like, you know, I got a video dropping on Wednesday. Like I said, Lottery, check it out. This podcast dropping soon. So anyway, the video probably dropped the next day. Quick plug. But there's still gonna be people like, let's just say it don't immediately get 10,000 views when I drop it. There you go. You regular, give it up. So I don't care no more. Like I got to keep going. But back to the point, like, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much, but I think I've gotten so much better. And that's what, it's a weird dynamic because it's like, I appreciate those songs. Like those records still get on TV today. And it'd be like, why? I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Bruh.
Why they like to put them on. I don't know why VH1 wants to. Well, I do know why, because they're getting pitched to the same person. So I got a relationship with them. But it's like, hey, but check this out though. They're like, man, we like that, but like that. That's it. I'm like, it's a weird game in sync, but it's like, I just feel like I've gotten so much better. Like the cadences and stuff I was doing back then, it was like, I was on this weird Roscoe Dash shit and it just wasn't it. And like, I was trying to find out who I was. You know what I'm saying? Like I was putting together a piece of work that I was individually putting out as singles, but I put together this body of work to have something, because I remember my manager say, she was like, you got to make sure. All right, so you had the two songs that were doing good. It was called No and Stop Us Now, but it was like, all right, people were like, what's next? And so that's what we kept hearing from all the TV people. It was like, hey, can you give us more? Like, we want these two songs, but, you know, we might want to have Tom Cruise running through some fire, and we just can't continue to use these two records. Like, do you have more? We need more. And so they were like individually packaged singles that I put together under this one umbrella just for TV and film. Like that was the point of the Overlook, to be honest. And like, I'm blessed because 6 out of those 8 songs made it on TV and to like video game trailers and stuff like that. So it was a blessing, but like, I think I've gotten so much better just from a writing standpoint. Cause like, you know, it's no secret. The more you do something, the better you're going to get. And that's all I could do right now because of the pandemic. So I think I've gotten a ton better from a cadence standpoint, from a flow standpoint, like understanding and hearing notes, like sonically picking out beats better. I just think I've gotten so much better. So I kind of cringe when people listen to that first stuff because it's like, I don't think it's that good. So I appreciate you, but also it's kind of like, I'm excited because I'm just gonna keep on getting better and like my newer stuff and like I would tell you to check out some of those car freestyles with me and Izzy because I think I bumped them hoes. Like she just brought out something in me because she's so talented, and like teaching her to rap was probably one of the most things I'm excited about because I got to see, you know, all that work that I put in another person, and now she's just a monster. Like she's unstoppable. Like the only thing that can stop her is herself, to be honest. Like. And she picked it up so fast. To see somebody be able to pick that shit up like that and just go crazy. Like, those are the things I'm more excited about. So long story short, yeah, bro, I appreciate it, Tommy, but like, I think I've gotten so much better. And like the newer stuff that I'm working on, I can't wait for you to hear that because now we're transitioning to some different shit. Like, rapping is cool and I love rapping forever, but like me and my manager, we sat down, we always try to figure out what we're going to do for the next year. What are our goals? What we trying to figure out? And it's like, pen game is the next thing for me because a lot of people don't know, like all those choruses and stuff that Easy be singing or all the stuff that y'all hear that I have another artist on, I write that shit. Like I'm the person that gives them the paper, like, hey, sing it like this, do that. And now I really want to transition and sit into my space like Quincy Jones or The Dream or people that are like, that write albums for people. So I'm excited about this next spot that y'all gonna hear from me. Like it's gonna be like an R&B gospel, you know, new age R&B album where, you know, I might be on there featuring myself, but I wrote the records for all these other artists and they're gonna sing it. And I can't wait for y'all to hear it because now it's time for me to go to that new spot. Like I always will rap because rap is my space. I charted 4 Billboard charts as a hip hop artist who work in a fucking 9 to 5. Like it's amazing. I'm thankful to God. But now I want to show y'all the next space where my pen game is finna take me there as well.
I think that's amazing. To be able to sit down and like I do it with Greg as well. You know, to be able to sit down and then talk to you about your music and get to hear what you think about your music. It's funny that you was like, man, that's some of my worst stuff. I feel that same way when it comes to like our podcasting and videos and stuff like that. The first videos that I was making was from like gaming videos, and those are terrible. I wouldn't watch those for anything, you know. But just to see the journey, just to, as a fan of music and doing this podcast and learning how to listen to the artistry of the music, you know, you start to get an appreciation for it, man. And when they say, when Greg sent the message that you agreed to jump on and stuff, and then I started listening to your music, and you can tell you getting better and better and better. It's just amazing. I'm looking forward to the new stuff, for sure. But you know, just to be able to sit here and be like, hey, well, what did you think about this? If you didn't like that, or just to hear you say, well, I've gotten better, this is how I did it, or just to hear everything that you're saying, man. Like, I've been quiet because I've been like, dog, I'm sitting here watching a YouTube video of this dude just talking. Like it's amazing to me, man. And I'm appreciative of everything that you do as far as your artistry and as far as the music you're making and your strides that you're doing. This is amazing to me, man. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I got to say, man.
Appreciate that, Tommy. Like, for real. Like, I hope anybody listening to this, ain't nothing special about me. The only thing that is special about me, and I say this all the time, is the fact that I just will not give up. For real. Like, a ton of my peers have stopped. I say this in a couple of my raps coming up. And maybe it's because I'm stubborn. I don't know. But I do believe that this is the gift that God gave me. You know, sometimes I battle and I'm like, damn, am I using it right? I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, I just can't. I just won't. I don't know what else. You know, I'm going to be doing this in some capacity until the end of time. That's until my time. Like, you know, you got the little thing, the little jar where your time is just going out with the sand. And so I plan to be doing this in some type of way. And the only way that I could do this and not go crazy was figure out, what are my goals? What am I trying to knock out every single time? And when I talk to a lot of artists, I think that's a big thing that they got to understand. Like, what is it? Like, a lot of them have the vision, but they don't think about the digestible steps that it's going to take to knock out this, you know, from A to B. Like, they're going from A to Z. There's like 30 other steps that you got to do to get there. And if you don't have it, then what will happen is everybody else's expectations will start to prey on you. So you need to like define what it is that you want out of this. And once you get that defined, it can't be another. Think about it. It literally won't be a thing another nigga can say, because it's like, but I already know what I'm trying to get out of this. So I don't really care what you're saying. Like, this is my goal. I can't believe that was your goal. Congratulations. But like, this is my goal, and I'm gonna make sure I knock that out. So,
man,
quick epithet, man. Little known fact. Me and Derek, as Acronym Music, we have one fucking video, like one fucking music video. The only reason that we have that music video is because Tyke T dropped Say La Vie. I was, when I was at that time, like trying to figure out like what direction to go in, like with a music video, because we got tons of fucking music. Everybody got tons of music, but I didn't have any music videos, and I was trying to figure out like, what do I want to do? And a lot of the time it came down to like, I didn't know somebody who had the talent to match my vision as far as like what I wanted to see out of a music video. I seen this nigga worked with, I don't even remember the guy's name, but dude look Asian and shit.
Josh, he dope.
Yeah, but I saw the dude and I saw his shit and I was like, oh shit, nigga, we got access to shit like this. Oh, it's over with. Like, I was like, it's over with, nigga. Like, I got access to this shit. I ain't know. I'm telling you. I was sitting there and I said, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, Joshua Liverton, you right. I see the fucking name in my head now. But like, I ended up reaching out to this dude named Michael Pixels to do our video. And that was because I just had been like seeing this nigga shit on so much stuff. I think Omega Forte, another artist who we one day will have on the show. He don't even know it yet. But anyways, he had like some little stuff that he had done with him, just like little snippet shit, right? Just like motion graphics and stuff. And I was like, nigga, he finna do a video for us. Fuck you. And so like I reached out to the nigga and he was cool about it. We met up and fleshed out the vision. And the nigga just kept being so surprised that like I had everything fleshed out. Like I was just like, yeah, it's gonna do this, and this is gonna transition into that, and this is gonna do. He was like, damn, nigga, you did the video. Then they're like, yeah, bro, in my head. And so like we got the video together, and I was just like, the goal was just like, I just want to make a music video that I'm fucking proud of. Like that was the fucking goal. Like you said, you gotta have your goals etched out, so that nobody else can come in and say like you didn't do as well as what you thought you did. That kind of thing. And like to this day, it ain't got a whole lot of views and shit on YouTube or nothing. But nigga, I'm proud as hell because we finally got a music video done.
That's what's most important, bro. Yeah. Like real talk. And it's funny you said C'est La Vie. C'est La Vie to me was like crazy because little known fact, like a lot of people don't know this, but I talk about it in interviews though, but like I was in drama club and stuff like that. So I did theater and that's my next pivot as well. Like I keep bringing up lottery, but like, so lottery is, we set it back in like the 50s. So we're trying to like remake like Black Grease in essence. So we got like the 50s car and we got the wigs on and we acting and shit like that. But for C'est La Vie, it was like, when I went to Josh, I was like, man, I think I want to do Phantom of the Opera. And he was like, what the fuck? Because there hadn't really been no Phantom of the Opera with hip hop and shit like that. And so, yeah, I'm like, I want my pieces to matter as well. Like the visuals have to matter. Like, I think it's really important. So when we did that, it was so fucking hot. And I had to wake up at like 3 a.m. to put that prosthetic face of shit on and this and that. And I rented all the clothes from the Nashville theater thing down there in Nashville because they got like a theater in Nashville. You can rent all these old timey ass clothes and shit like that. But you know, just to talk to somebody, because I ain't against nobody just standing up against that car and having bitches around their shit. Man, if that's what you want to do, I ain't pressed about that. But that ain't really me. Like I'm past the having the cars and the girls just bopping on me. Like I mean, I gotta go look my wife in the face, so she would probably be like, "Why are there 3 light skins on you?" It wouldn't make any sense, right? So I have to like think past that, and we had to put out some dope content. And like I love C'est La Vie. It was lit. It was such a fun video. It was hot as fuck, but it was fun to actually try to bring out that vision. Like that's really important. And like we're gonna try to keep on doing stuff like that. Like the pandemic, it kind of like slowed us down, but it ain't stop us. It ain't stop us. So we got more content coming, and I'm happy that you said C'est La Vie. I hopefully it inspired you, but bro, like you dope as hell. Like this is another conversation for Greg. Greg know how I feel about him, his music, his brand. I just think he hard as fuck. Like and nothing can stop him. That's just how I feel. And a lot of niggas be like, bro, shut up with all that driven shit though, bro. But that's just how I feel about y'all, because I feel like y'all are uber talented. And as long as you don't quit, you'll figure it out. But if you quit, you will lose though. Like then you will lose. Like you can't. But if you just continue, you never know. Like I don't know what your ultimate goal is, but you never know how Big Crit will hear your beat. And then that's it. Then that's it. Then it's over. Then Crit send it to David Banner, and then David Banner put that shit in a Nike commercial. Like these are literal things that can happen. You just got to continue to be putting out the content and continue to work it.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. Woo, man. Yo, we have talked about so much that for everyone that's listening, I know y'all gonna have to digest this, because there's so much in there. And you can literally see the very definition of driven and who Tyke T is. And we went through the Billboard charts. We went through creativity. We went through the past with me and him. We went through the work ethic with G and Tyke T and his work ethic, all the way to, Tommy T becoming like a brand new fan and exploring and hearing something new. You know what the running joke on the show is? It's really Tommy T listening to something new every week.
Every week.
He has to. He has to every single week. And man, it's been such a blessing and amazing for us to catch up, because I know that I need to start taking, I know after this pandemic's over, I'm probably going to be like, hey, what y'all doing? Because I'm finna hit the road and come holler at y'all in Memphis just to catch up with you, Hot Rod, and everyone else that's there.
Man, please pull up, bro. For real, it'd be love. It'd be good to see you get into the studio just to get the vibes. Rod over here on Mendenhall is lit. It's just a lot of talent to be in and out. And I just like being around it. I took a big pause because of that Rona, but I'm starting to get back into it slowly. Got different artists coming in. And Rod been the same straight. Like, he the same. I don't know the same Rod before I met Rod, but like, I'm pretty sure he the same chill guy that just like being around people. So like, he ain't pressed about nobody pulling up. Look at me just advertising that main studio like that. I don't know, but hey, he dope as hell. I miss with Rod the long way, because he just, as soon as I met him, he'd been the same the whole time. And you would never know that Rod is a fucking damn near platinum
producer,
Billboard producer. That ain't how he act. That ain't how he move. He just
said Memphis nigga shit, bro.
He just so chill, like, and it's love. And those are the type of environments where you can create anything. You don't feel no pressure. You feel love, and you just creating. It's lit over there. Please pull up.
Absolutely. So I'm definitely gonna make my way down as well. As well. Before we end this today, we've talked about what you got coming in the future, from acting to writing and being behind the scenes. But if there's anything else that you want to share with the people, man, what you got?
On Wednesday night at 7 p.m. or 7:30, depending on what time I get out of a meeting. I'll tell you, I got a real life ass job, y'all. I'm gonna be releasing the video to my single Lottery. So Tommy, if you checking out any stuff, the last project that I dropped, it was called Rona, which stands for Ready or Not Adjust. Yeah. And it was because it don't matter who you are, where you're from, we all had to figure out how to adjust through that last year. So I dropped that last year. The first single was called Countdown. Yep. The video was lit. We hit our goals on what we were trying to do with that. Got good responses on it. And so what I did was, like I said, I talk about my subscription service a lot because these people mean the world to me. But so we posed it to the subscribers. We were like, hey, what do y'all want the next video to be? So we put up a poll and they voted and they were like, man, we want the song to be Lottery. So I was like, all right, cool. Well, I didn't want to just drop a video where it was just like me and my wife running around the city again. So we took it back to like a time period beat piece. We went back to the 50s, like late 50s, early 60s, like a juke joint. I play this guy who's like the cocky singer back in the 50s, like, running around and like can't nobody fuck with me, pretty much. And like, it's funny how it ends and stuff like that. So we acted. But anyway, I'm dropping the video this Wednesday night. So Wednesday night at G done turn his camera off, people, if y'all looking. But anyway, it'll be this Wednesday night. That'll be the 31st at 7:30 p.m. or 7 or 7:30, probably 7, but 7-ish on my Tyke T Facebook page and my YouTube page. I'll be dropping the video. It's called Lottery. I'd love for everybody to just tune in, watch it, and let me know what you think about it immediately afterwards. Cause I'll be doing like a little live reaction. So I'm gonna be like picture in picture. Like I'll be in that corner over there and the video be going on. So I'll be talking through it. But after I do that, then I'll go ahead and drop the video so you can just watch it in your leisure as well. So I'd love for y'all to give me your feedback on it. Like I said, we're trying to take it to the next level. We want to go back to those cinematic pieces. And I want to introduce y'all to like the small pieces of acting. I ain't the best actor, but I'm ready to get into a new space. And I'm excited for y'all to see it. So it's called Lottery. It's coming on Wednesday night. And yeah, bro, like I would love anybody on this, take some time, learn who I am. And if you feel like, man, I'm really rocking with the brand, I'm driven, and please join my subscription service. Just visit www.drivenbymusic.net. At the top of the page, it says, become a Driven VIP. Today, you can sign up if you want to support for $10 a month, $20 a month, or $25 a month. If you are a artist, that's $25 a month for consultation. But for 10 and 20, you got different perks, like different monthly things that come to your mailbox. Like, I ain't pulling up, but I'll mail you stuff. So you'll get like, Christmas, we give out Christmas cards. And when you become a subscriber immediately and you get like a little welcome kit, it comes with like a little Driven VIP license, a car freshener, little things like that. Like we just want to make it where you feel the experience and you will feel like you're a part of the drive. So I'd love for anybody to sign up. If you ain't got the money, I understand. It's cool. I'm going to ask everybody again. Greg already supported, so I'll be coming back to Steve and Tommy here shortly. I mean, because I ain't afraid to ask. I ain't afraid to dig in your inbox and be like, bro, where you sign up? Because two things going to happen. You either are or you ain't.
Yeah, that's it.
Pretty much.
And I don't like to play around with the algorithm. So I know I can tell if you've seen it on Facebook. So I'm going to straight up ask you. Okay. Like, don't get bothered by that no more.
You preaching right there, bro.
Yes,
algorithm shit, bro. Just
trash.
Don't ask a nigga.
I'm pulling up to your home. I'm pulling up to your inbox, bro. Will you sign up?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes,
that's fine. You don't want to? No smoke. I don't care about it. But I'm gonna continue to ask because that's how I charted Billboard, bro. Like I got into them DMs and I was like, bro, will you buy my album? Like, and the people, they missed that part. So many people ask me, how can I chart Billboard? It's like, yeah, bro, you got dope music, but like, what's your strategy behind it? So I probably asked like 7,000 people, bro. I don't care. Like, those are the things that are gonna separate you. Like the music's dope, but like, nah, I need to bring it to your home because you know why? That's what P them was doing back in the day. People don't put those things together. They was driving up to the neighborhoods though. They didn't have it easy as us as the internet. So I could touch niggas in New Orleans from my phone. P had to pull up to you, and he was selling them out the trunk. It's the same grind. It's the same grind. Yep. He was going neighborhood to neighborhood and asking people to buy his album. So why am I going to be afraid to do that? Like, But long story short, yeah, the video coming on Wednesday, bro. Please watch it. It's called Lottery. I love every last one of y'all to do it. Whenever y'all drop this, I'm going to take this snippet and chop it up and run ads on it. So I love y'all.
There you go.
I am, bro. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do, bro. I'm going to chop that whole little section we just had up, and I'm going to tell people, please, buy
This
it,
nigga.
listen, stream it, bro. Real
Don't
talk.
fuck with this nigga, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
in a long way.
The fearlessness, and
Yes.
I need one of those driven sweaters if you still making those because they were so hard.
Man,
Memphis
you know what?
Grizzlies.
I do need to get, I ain't gonna lie, I could do a way better job with merch, but bro, like it's expensive to hold merch on hand. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It
I
is.
buy this myself, you know what I'm saying? So I need to get it out. So, and like these on-demand shops take so much money from you if you're trying to do that. I mess with Printiful and all of them, but like I ain't trying to give y'all $8 of my profit just because y'all can, you know, source the goddamn sweater. So it's like when I get to merch, I need like bulk orders. Other than that, I kind of just hold on to them. I'm just being 100% honest because this is coming out of my money. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Nah, I understand because
That's a deeper conversation, right?
Yeah, we got so much to talk about.
That's that independent artist shit, right?
It's
right.
a grind, bro.
That's
I
it.
understand completely with
Yep.
the real estate, and I had my own t-shirt line for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I know.
Folks say they're gonna buy the junk, so I didn't spend the money on it. I need you to pull up and buy this, but now you can't buy it. What happened? I'm the one that got to take this hit. You know what I'm saying? That's mine. So like,
Right.
it's a different level. So yeah, but I actually did get a lot of people like, man, I want one of them junks, but I mean, I need to have enough orders to make sure I go purchase them junks. Other than that, you know, it's just gonna be me with that hoe on, to be honest.
You know what I mean, right?
I feel you,
We
bro.
need everybody to go pre-order.
I feel you. Pre-order.
Oh, actually, this is what we're gonna do. Go pre-order after lottery drop Wednesday night at 7 to 7:30. See, there you go. Boom.
There it is.
And then come back here to the Speaker Giga podcast on.
No,
Well,
you're
it
gonna
already
get to the
dropped
Speaker-
on Tuesday,
Yeah, you're gonna get
but
to the Speaker Gigas.
You can
first.
come back to get more of the jewels that we just talked about after you listen to Lottery Wednesday night at 7 to 7:30 with Tyke T. If you haven't listened to the podcast on Tuesday night,
Right.
boom, there you
There it
go.
is.
There you go.
Well, guys,
Man.
another episode in the books. Tyke T, thank you once again for being on this podcast with us. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Speaker Geekers podcast. If you haven't already, please go subscribe to the YouTube page. Also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Speaker Geekers Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at I am Tommy T the Third. You got Steve at the Great Steve O Steve, and you got Greg at instantly_G and Tyke T. What's your Instagram for him real quick, man?
So follow me on Instagram, TYKE 2_T. I know it was dumb as hell with them 2 underscores, but somebody already had Tyke T, so I had to put like 2_ T. And then Twitter, same thing. Facebook, if you're looking for my artist page, it's just Driven Tyke T. So DRIVENTYKET. And then YouTube, I did a terrible job at branding this, but it's Lavellis23. I didn't rechange my YouTube. I'm sorry, y'all. So just Lavellis23. But listen, what you can do, if you follow me on Instagram, TYKE 2_T, then I have a link tree with all this information, so you ain't got to worry about it. So that'll be the easiest for everybody.
And there you have it, man. That's all I got. You guys got anything extra? Anything else?
Of course, wise words from the great Steve O Steve. Look, for everyone who listens to this, you just got a whole crash course on how to be successful in whatever you're doing. Some of the stuff that Tyke T just talked about today, I do it in real estate. It's an interesting story of where when I got my first job in the music industry, I walked down Music Row in Nashville with my resume, dressed up. And you just heard Tyke T say the same thing. So understand, man, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just try to improve it to fit you and be as successful as you most possibly can. And share. You just heard G and Tyke share an incredible story about making that video, and not only that, working together. And don't be afraid to big up one another. You know what I'm saying? Because we all need each other. So man, if you listen to this podcast and you just get all of these incredible jewels, then man, take that and run with it. Period.
And there it is. Period. Greg, you got anything?
No, man, I ain't got nothing, man. You know I'll never have shit to say at the end. It'd be over with by then. Y'all niggas almost killed my battery on my computer and shit. I had to check out and go get my damn charger. I was like, damn, nigga, fuck.
Tyke T, you got anything, man?
Nah, man, I appreciate y'all. If y'all ever need me back, just whatever. I ain't got to be an interview. I can just come pull up, talk shit with y'all. So just let me know. I'm there. Nothing.
That's what's up, man. We appreciate it, man. Well, with that being said, man, I'm out. Peace.
Peace.